How's it going, YouTube? So today we're going to go over the easiest hack for improving your FPV skills without ruining your bank account. This is going to be the best for beginners or people who just need to improve their skills for an upcoming video shoot or what have you. So all you're going to need for this is your radio of choice. Most radios on the market will be able to do this as long as they have a USB-C port and a USB-C cable and a laptop or a desktop. So yeah, I'll show you guys how to set the simulator up and we can get started practicing. All right, so the first step is to take your cable and your radio, and most of them have just like a port on the top. And in this case, I have an external module, so don't plug it into this module. There's a port here. You want to put it into the one that came with the device, is pretty much usually how that works. So plug it in the top and then we'll go to the computer. Okay, so the next step is to take the other end of the cable and plug it in to your computer. And you should hear, if you have a Windows computer, it should make a little bit of a sound when you plug it in. So one thing I forgot to mention is just to make sure that your radio is actually on before you plug everything in. Otherwise, your computer probably won't recognize it. So just do that first and then plug it all in. And then go ahead and download Steam, which is the app that you can see right here I have pulled open. And my favorite simulator to use is Uncrashed. It just is the most fun and the most realistic looking one to me. So once you go ahead, I think it's 20 bucks. You can buy this one. Yeah, so everything's plugged in and we can just go ahead and press play and show you how to set everything up. All right, so this is the first thing you see when you boot up the game. There's all the different maps and everything. And sorry if you can hear the fan noise from my laptops. It is kind of, I don't want to say it's too intensive of a game, but if you have a really slow computer, it might struggle to play this game. But you can tweak the settings in the graphics. So everything in here, you can actually change what it looks like, even the aspect ratio, lens distortion, like all the different things that you would see through your drone's camera. So you can customize it and make it look even more like how your drone actually flies if you already have one, including your rates. You can actually upload your Betaflight rates from your Betaflight file off of your flight controller of the drone that you fly into the game, and it'll try to mimic what that should be like, as well as your camera angle and propeller size, motor KV, all those things, your throttle curve. And with the advanced physics settings, you can kind of customize how the air feels, or like the grip in the air feels. So in this game, it does what a lot of the other games don't do. I shouldn't even say game, really, it's a simulator to help you practice. So you can tune it so that way it feels a lot more realistic to what your drone actually is if you already have one. If you don't have one, then you can pretty much just run the defaults and build your skills up from there. You don't have to do anything else. So before you get started playing, it should have some setup involved with your radio and just some calibration stuff. Pretty simple, and most of the popular radios will work. So I mean, this jumper radio works. And if you have a Radio Master, that'll work, and most of the other mainstream brands will work. So then we can just go ahead and pick a map, and I like the racetrack. This is a new map they got. So as soon as we hop in here,
welcome to OpenTX. Switch warning.
Didn't even follow my way, but amazing. It does work even if you mess up and don't listen to my advice. There we go, got it. So yeah, now once you're in here, you can go ahead and just start flying around and practice. And once you log a ton of hours in this is pretty much the secret to how I flew the first time and didn't even crash, because I already knew how to fly my drone and I wasn't that scared to get it up in the air and try not to bash it off any trees. I had the confidence to go ahead and fly without worrying about that. So your first few flights might look a little something like this, but fortunately if you just press R, you can actually get flipped back over and you'll be able to go fly some more. And you can see it actually flipped me over right where I crashed at. So if you double press R, it'll take you right back to the beginning. And the good thing about this game is that you can start out by learning just to fly high up in the air. Just get the basics down of how to turn and everything. And then as you get a little more advanced, you can chase some cars around and do fun stuff like that. Or just fly around the structures they have in the maps, fly through the stands and everything. And if you're someone who wants to get into racing, each map actually has a race course. They're all different. So all you have to look for, it's usually by the start of the map where you spawn if you double press R. So yeah, here's a start gate right here, and then you can just keep flying. And I'm not much of a racer myself, but the maps are pretty cool. So you can definitely learn how to race. Yeah, this is really good for anybody who just wants to improve their skills, whether it's racing or freestyle or cinematic flying. because you can do what I just did and keep going. And if that was real life, you would have just destroyed your drone. One thing you can do as well, if you're racing especially, it might be helpful is to get a higher camera tilt or lower camera tilt. You can use the up and down arrows, and it'll actually tell you what degree camera angle that is. So if we're racing, you might want a little bit more of an aggressive camera tilt. So we pretty much covered everything in Uncrashed and what it has to offer. So now you can go ahead and play around yourself and just figure out how to fly and how to customize the settings so it's more realistic for you. And yeah, just put some hours in, put some time in practicing, and before you know it, you'll be able to fly any drone you want, FPV, no problem. So that's pretty much all I have for this video. I just want to show you guys the simulator I use and just kind of how to get it customized and improve your own skills. So yeah, if you made it this far, go ahead and like and subscribe if you feel like looking around for more videos like this. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.